I'm so glad you found my music literacy playlist. I think this resource is probably the #1 takeaway that I could provide from it. I didn't realize how much of a treasure trove this melody flashcard kit would be for learning to read. A couple of my students have really not identified with the EGBDF. They don't really catch on to intervals. It's just not their favorite thing to try to learn how to read notes off the staff. Those students usually have a really good ear and they're able to pick things up easily. So it's frustrating to try to slow down enough to really build the literacy skills. So I love these cards. They have been a lifesaver for me. It's usually just a set of 5 or 6 different notes in a row, and I will often help the student out by saying what the first note is. I then let them practice playing it. And so I love these cards because I put the card up, they practice playing it, they get it a little bit wrong. I say, oh, those are steps, not skips. I really focus on teaching line note, space note differences there. And over time, as you just work through this whole deck of different cards, it builds that knowledge in a way that any amount of me trying to talk or explain it might not have. So I love this set. I'm so glad that I found it. I think it's ideally intended for like group activities and sight singing, but it has been an asset for teaching my students to read notes. So as far as where I introduce this in note learning, I've usually already helped the students learn treble, clef, lines, and spaces, and I may or may not have used some interval work with them. I've always done a little bit of rhythmic work as well, and then I throw these up there, and it usually helps nudge that student from beginning to grasp note reading to really getting a solid understanding. So I love this tool. I hope you love it as well. It's linked down below.